Hello, happy Sunday from Amy's Handmade Gifts. I wanted to show you the newest project I'm working on. It will be in the beaded tapestry section. Amy's Handmade Gifts. Amy's Handmade Jewelry / Tapestries is where this will be. I am starting a new series of designs based on Amish quilts. This is going to be the first one I work on. I've probably shown you this before, but it's going to be based on this. I've already changed it up a little bit. It's not going to be exact. The shades are not going to be exact, but it's going to be basically be that. And this is, I know it doesn't look anything like it, but that's how they start. And then as you do them more, they lose the waviness. So it's going to be, that's as wide as it's going to be. And it's going to be about half of this page, 2/3 of this page, which is 8.5 by 11. So about 2/3 of that. And again, this is going to be a beaded tapestry. For any of you who are wondering, what would I do with that? You frame it and hang it on a wall. And a lot of Amish quilts are used not so much when they're bought by the English, they are used as art and they are put on a wall. So that is what I am doing. I'm making artwork based on these beautiful Amish. This is an actual picture of an Amish quilt. It's called Lancaster Square. And the colors I picked first of all, they are delica beads. They are imported from Japan and they are all perfectly sized. And they are dull. I am being faithful to the Amish tradition, and I'm using as close as I can to the colors that were used, which this is a little colorful for Amish. The bright pink color is unusual for Amish, but it's Lancaster, and they're a little bit more lax there in some ways. So I picked out some delica beads that have a very dull finish. They're not shiny in any way, and it's going to look like an Amish quilt. So when this, I don't know what it's going to run, about probably $60 or $70 when I finish. And a lot of people, why would I pay that much? Once again, I'll show you when I make these tapestries. Okay? These are not things that I order and drop ship. These are made by me off loom. I don't even use a beading loom. And I will show you exactly what I do. I take a bead. This is how I make my beaded tapestries that you see on my site. Amy's Handmade Jewelry / Tapestries. Take a bead, teeny tiny bead, put it on the beading needle. I do this, the process you're seeing. And I find where I left off. I'm building on this. So I put it through the preceding row and I pull it through. Then I go through and the bead is now in there and I secure it by going back through it with my needle. Pull it through. There. Now the bead's in place. I do that for the entire tapestry. So that is why they are $60 to $70. Just so you know. The thread that I'm using is Fireline. Oh dear. I have been having a series of mishaps in the past few days. I have been knocking. The other day I had an entire drawer of beads go over and fly all over my studio. I've dumped a bottle of iodine and then I just knocked all my DVDs over. So alright, just so you know, because a lot of people are, you know, is it made in China? I'll show you exactly what I'm using. I'm using Berkeley Fireline thread for beading, which this is made in, as far as I know, this is made in the US. The only thing that these bead stitch things are made of is this thread and Miyuki Delica beads, which I get from Wild Beads in Arlington, Texas. They come in a tube like that. This tube costs $4.75. For this, I will show you the colors that I bought here. I bought 4 colors for this design. Here's the beads that I bought. They're imported from Japan, bought in Arlington, Texas. This one, $4.75. This one was $5.25, hot pink color. $5 for this color, and $4.75 for that color. So that's like what, $20 for just the beads. This, the thread that I just showed you that I don't seem to have right now, that I just set down somewhere. This was $14. 55 yards of this thread. $14 at Hobby Lobby. It's very expensive, and as you may know, I attempted to find a cheaper thing by going with the Berkeley fishing line, and it did not work out. I had to go back to the Fire line. It's the only thing that will go through my beading needles. See my videos. I have a video channel on YouTube, which this will be going on, as well as on my Facebook page. So, right there. This is what I use to make my beaded tapestries. Now, I'm doing this Amish design. In the future, let me show you what I have planned. I don't know when, but I have a couple more designs that I will be working on. One of them is going to be a cute little Hello Kitty. I don't know if you can see this. Cute little Hello Kitty. That's going to be a mini. Oh, speaking of kitties, our neighborhood cat Zeus just came by. Just went through the yard. Okay, so that's going to be one thing that I'm going to make. And this is going to be a project that I'm going to keep for myself. I'm going to make this. I'm going to frame it and put it on the wall, either here in my office or at the market if I'm still at the farmer's market. That is going to be a petty point design. With that said, I am looking for an inroad for someone, somewhere, somehow that is looking for my beaded work. Because right now it doesn't seem many people are into jewelry. They're not in anything. I know that there are churches, souvenir shops, and like model homes or model, like when you go to an apartment, there's always the model apartment show places that could use a beaded tapestry as decor. I wanted to show you one more time, and this is just 11/0s. This is just one. These are what I can choose from, what my clients can choose from when making a tapestry. And if you can see, they're all different. They're all the same size. These are 11/0, but they're different finishes. They're different. There are hundreds of things you can choose from. So there is a link, or I will provide a link for people that want to know more about my tapestries. I will provide a link to this card, and also they offer, Delica offers different sizes, different shapes of these types of beads, so that you're not limited to just this. There's thousands of choices. And I have a link to sample cards that are this one. Then there's ones that are smaller, ones that are bigger, ones that are shaped like triangles. The possibilities are endless. And I can make this work. If you're interested in having, I can work on any size within reason. I mean, they start with like about 2 by 2 inches for the minis, and the largest I have worked on to date, I probably can do larger than this, but it would take me a long time. Print out the design on an entire page, and it will be about 2/3 this size. So if you provide me with what you want, now I can do text as well. Keep in mind that these are with the regular beads I work with, it's not going to be perfect as far as angles and straight line. Certain things, it will be close. It will be as close as I can make it. And if I utilize some other shapes of beads, it will be more. It'll be closer to what the design is. Anyways, if you email me at amyshandmadegifts@gmail.com. That's Amy's Handmade Gifts, all one word, at gmail.com. And you send me as an attachment the design you want, whatever design you wish, within limits. Okay? I won't do satanic designs. I won't do gay marriage or ISIS or extreme. Just don't. But I mean, I will do abstract shapes. I can do, send me your ideas of anything you'd like to see as a framed artwork. And also, I will send you the link to all of the beads. You tell me which beads you want, because my interpretation of a design might not be like, somebody might look at this and want metallic colors, or they might want the shiny, the cut ones that shimmer instead of the plain. It's your choice, whatever you want. You pick your design, you send your design, you pick the design, you pick the beads, and I will send you an estimate of how much it will be. And I will need a deposit for the supplies. I will send you how much I need up front. I take PayPal. And we'll go from there. It takes me about a month to do an entire big one. A mini will take me maybe a week or two at the most. So, email me at amyshandmadegifts@gmail.com with your ideas, your designs. For churches, I can do like a stained glass type design. I'm thinking for like a home for decor, I can do a flowery design. I can do blocks of color for a more modern look. The sky's the limit, guys. Let me know. And I will post this. Again, my website is amyshandmadejewelry.com. And let me know what you think. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you next time.